So my name is Thomas Festus Kujo. I'm the lead trainer and then founder at Firstman Learning Hub. So as I said initially, Firstman, we organize bootcamps on data analytics, BI, data science, data engineering, UX design, and then financial modeling. So this program is one of our programs that we launched 4 years ago. So this year we already have 2 cohorts running. So this is going to be our 3rd cohort. So this program is going to run for 16 weekends. So this section is strictly on weekends. So weekends means that we are going to have live trainings on weekends only. So just like the way you have joined the meeting today, this will be the nature of this bootcamp. So on weekends, we are going to have a meeting like this where we have instructor who will come and then take you through all the courses that we are going to be having in this bootcamp. Now, aside this, you also be learning with other online resources on our learning platform. So you have a lot of courses that you are also going to be assigned to as part of this bootcamp. Now, the main goal of this bootcamp is to help you learn business intelligence and data analytics. Now, at the moment, these are some of the key skills most companies are looking for. So this is not just for people who want to begin their career in the tech space, but even if you are a professional who is already working, these skills are going to be more important to you, because regardless of what you do at the workplace, you will definitely be working with data. So you need to learn how you be able to make business sense out of data. You need to learn how to manipulate data, and you need to learn how you be able to make decisions using data. So this program is designed for beginners, strictly beginners. So if you have some foundational knowledge in Excel, that will be good for you. But even if you don't have any knowledge, we are going to take you from scratch and we are going to help you to develop your skills. So the focus of this program is going to be based on 3 main data tools that are used worldwide. So you are going to learn advanced Excel, Power BI, and SQL. So in the course of the presentation, I'm going to explain these tools if you are not familiar with them. So as I mentioned, the program is starting on 13th, which is going to be next week, and it's going to run for 16 weeks. Now, each week, you are going to spend between 6 to 8 hours. Now, at the end of the program, you would have 5+ portfolio projects that you can add to your skills. If you are somebody who is beginning a career in the tech space, having a portfolio will be a good option for you. So by the end of the program, you'll be able to develop enough skills that will enable you to build your own portfolio. Now, these are the features of this bootcamp. Now, this bootcamp is going to be cohort based. What it means is that we have the opportunity to learn and network with other professionals. So in the current cohort that we are running, we have some of our students who are into marketing, into finance. We have some of them who are already in the data science space. We also have students and then graduates as well. So during the cohort base, you get a chance to work and learn together with other professionals. This, we believe, will help you to build your network and also learn from other industries. Then with this program, it's going to be strictly hands-on. So we are not going to be training you or teaching you just theories. This is a hands-on training. So before you join the training, we encourage you to have a laptop and then access to internet, because most of the resources that you'll be accessing is going to be accessed virtually, which requires internet. So you are going to have hands-on training, interactive exercises, and you are also going to be having projects and capstones, which you have to complete at the end of each course. Now, the sections are also live instructor-led. So with this, you are not just going to learn through recorded videos, but you also get a chance to meet instructors face-to-face online, where you can ask questions. You can also get feedback on your project, and then they will be able to teach you all the skills that you need in order to succeed. So these are the 3 core characteristics of this program. It's going to be cohort-based, getting the opportunity to develop your skills through hands-on training. Then you're also going to have live instructor-led sections. Now, as I mentioned, we are going to look at 3 key tools. But the programs, we are going to have 5 major courses in this bootcamp. Now, we have structured this program to provide you with all the skills, all the knowledge that you need to become a data professional. So if you want to launch your career in the tech space as a BI analyst, as a data analyst, or as a data scientist, we have developed this program to help you with all the skills that you need. So in the first week, we are going to have introduction to business intelligence and data analytics. Then from there, we move on to modern analytics using Microsoft Excel. So I will break it down to know the content that we are going to cover in each of these courses. Then we're also going to have a course on reporting and analytics using SQL. So here we are going to look at Microsoft SQL Server and then Azure Data Studio. So we are going to look at SQL. So those of us who don't know SQL, so when you go to big organizations like Google, Microsoft, or locally, if you go to companies like MTN, Zenith Bank, all these companies store their data in databases. They don't keep their data in Excel. They keep everything in databases. Now, before you be able to extract data from databases, before you be able to manipulate data from databases, we use a language which is known as structured query language. So you are going to learn how you be able to work with databases, how to extract data from databases, how you be able to manipulate that data and analyze it to get business insights. Then we're also going to have a course on data analytics and reporting using Power BI. So Power BI is the leading business intelligence application worldwide. So we are going to take you from scratch, how you be able to connect data using Power BI, how you be able to transform the data, and how you be able to model it and then analyze it and also visualize it to develop reports and dashboards. Now, once we are done with these core courses, we also have other courses that are designed to help you to become a well-rounded professional. So here you are going to learn soft skills for career success. So you are going to learn critical thinking. You're also going to learn emotional intelligence. All these are some of the things that you'll be learning, because it's not only about having the technical skills. You should learn how you'll be able to work with other people. You should learn how you'll be able to solve problems. You should also learn how you'll be able to think critically. And all these are some of the core skills that you need to become a world-class data analyst. So with this course, we're also going to expose you to all these skills. Then we also have portfolio and virtual internship. So once you are done with the program, we give you access to resources that will help you to build your portfolio, that will show that you have indeed gone through the program. And this will be relevant for those who want to enter or transition into the tech space as data analysts. For those who are already working, this might not be something that you are looking for, unless maybe you want to transition. Then having a portfolio will go a long way to help you. Then we're also going to have virtual internship. So we have a platform where we can go and then take virtual internship by applying your skills. So you are going to work with companies like PwC, JP Morgan. So all these companies have virtual internship programs that you are going to enroll in to apply your skills. Then at the end of the program, you're also going to receive certificates from those platforms to also back your portfolio. So as I mentioned, the main goal of this program is to prepare you for career options in the tech space. So at the end of the program, you become a data professional, which can either be data analyst, data scientist, BI analyst, or business analyst, as well as data engineer or financial analyst. Here you are going to have all the core skills that you need to be able to make decisions regardless of the industry that you find yourself. Now, so here we are looking at the career options. So you can become a data analyst at the end of the program. You can also become a business analyst or a BI analyst. So with data analysts, what they do is that they collect, they clean and interpret data to help companies to discover trends and insights from their data. So that's the core role of data analyst. What they do is that they collect the data, they make sure that the data is clean, and then they interpret the data to discover trends and insights, which they can use to help companies make business decisions. Now, data analysts also work within the same space. What they do is that they also use data to help companies generate insights and use that insight to maximize the company's effectiveness by helping them to make data-driven decisions. Then we also have BI analysts. So BI analysts, what they do is that they leverage various data tools such as Excel, Power BI, SQL, Tableau to provide actionable insight that the companies can also use to improve their processes and also help them to make relevant business decisions. So at the end of this program, these are some of the roles or the career options that you can pursue. Now, the next question is, how much does a data analyst earn? So here we are going to look at three main locations. Based on the data available, we couldn't get for every country, but here we have one for Ghana. So averagely, if you are working as a data analyst in Ghana, the average salary or take home is 6,000. But depending on your experience and the level of skills that you have, you can earn more than that. But if you are entry level, you are not entering the industry, then you should aim between 3,000 to 6,000. But averagely, you can earn like 6,000 as a data analyst in Ghana. Now, some of the top companies where these skills may be relevant include MTN. So based on the data that we have, these are the top hiring companies like MTN, Airtel Tigo. Every time when you check Airtel Tigo website, they are either looking for data analyst or BI analyst. You can look at companies like Vodafone, Ernst & Young. So these are some of the top hiring companies that need data analyst or BI analyst. Now let's go to Nigeria. I believe we have some Nigerians on the call. So averagely in Nigeria, if you are working as a data analyst, you can earn up to 357,000 naira. If you have more experience, you can earn even above this salary. So these are some of the top hiring companies: Access Bank, UBA, and then MTN. Now, those of us who want to be working remotely, or maybe we want to travel to US and other countries, this is the average. So you can see that outside they pay more than in Africa, because for them, they have the systems for collecting more data. They also know the relevance of these skills. So if you are working in US, averagely you'll be earning like $70,000 per annum. Okay, but based on your experience and then also in the industry, you'll be able to earn more than what we have here. So these are some of the companies that pay more for data analysts. So of course, you know, Facebook, Microsoft, Google, and these top companies, these are the places where they pay more for analysts and then BI professionals. So now, based on research done by Tableau, they are saying that by 2025, about 70% of the jobs will involve working directly with data. Now, from this research, we are going to look at another research by World Economic Forum. So by 2025, about 70% of the jobs that we have at the moment will involve working directly with data. So what it means is that regardless of the industry or the sector that you want to operate in, learning how to analyze data and make meaning out of data has become one of the essential skills that you need if you want to really accelerate your career. So if you are in marketing, if you are in sales, if you are in finance, anything that you do will involve working with data. So knowing how to make sense out of the data will be something that will help you to accelerate your career, especially in our data-driven world today. Now let's look at this report. This is very fresh. This is the latest report by World Economic Forum. So every year they do a survey to look at some of the jobs that are going to fade out, the new jobs that are coming in. So based on their recent report, that is the 2023 report, which came in last week, these are the top 10 fastest growing jobs based on the research that they did. Now, the first one is AI and machine learning specialist. Then second one is sustainability specialist. Then third one is business intelligence analyst. And the fourth one is information security. And the fifth is fintech engineers. And then the sixth is data analyst and data scientist. We also have robotics engineers and all that. Now, if you take a look at the top 6, about 3 of the roles in there relate to the roles in the data space. AI and machine learning specialists, they all work with data. Business intelligence analyst, number 3. And then data analyst and data scientist. All these professionals are within the data space. So if you remember the initial slide, about 70% of the roles are going to be involving data. So this confirms this, because where we are going, most organizations are going to be operating using technology. Now, once they are operating using technology, it means they will have access to a lot of data. Now, they don't just want to collect the data, but they want to be able to make decisions using the data. Now, if they will be able to make those decisions, they need somebody who has the right skills to help them get insight from the data. So if you really want to future-proof your career, if you are looking at exploring career options from now into the future, these are some of the roles that you need to pay attention to. In the previous report that they brought, BI analyst wasn't part of the list. It was just the AI and machine learning specialist, data analyst, and then data scientist. Now, BI professional just moved straight to number 3. So this tells you where the world is going right now. So if you are a graduate, maybe you are a student, or if you are a professional and you want to accelerate your career, you want to future-proof your career, you want to still remain relevant based on the new changes that are coming in, these are the skills that you need to pay attention to. So these are the roles that are going to be increasing in demand from today up to 2027 based on the research that they did. Now, let's go through the full content of the program. So within the first week, we are going to look at Introduction to Data Analytics and Business Intelligence. So here we are going to learn about what BI is, what is data analytics, what is data science, what are the differences between business intelligence, data analytics, and data science. Then we are also going to explore the data landscape. What are some of the roles that we have, or how does the market look like? So we are going to explore all of these options. Then we are going to look at types of data analytics. We will look at applications of data analytics in different industries. So how companies are using data in retail, in manufacturing, in marketing, in the tech space. We are going to explore all of these. Then we will also look at some of the tools of trade for data analysts. So as a data analyst, what are the tools that you need to learn? Because you'll be working with data. Now, before you be able to work with data, you need to have the tools, you need to have the skills. So I'm going to look at all of these. Then we also look at data analytics life cycle. So if you want to take any data analytics project, what process do you have to go through? Then we look at the roles in the data space, data analysts, data engineers, BI analysts. We are going to explore all of them. Then we would also discuss the skills that you need if you want to become a data analyst or a data professional. Then from there, we move on to Microsoft Excel for analytics and reporting. So we look at Excel fundamentals, Excel formulas and functions, working with Excel tables, and we also look at advanced formulas and functions, specifically dynamic arrays. Then you work on your first project where you are going to analyze data using Excel formulas and functions. Then move straight into pivot tables. So here you are going to master pivot table for analysis. We also look at data visualization and reporting. Then advanced pivot tables and charts. We also look at Power Query, how you'll be able to work with data from multiple sources. So just today, I was taking the second cohort through Power Query, how they'll be able to connect data, how they'll be able to automate business processes using Power Query. So that's what we are doing in the second cohort. So I'm going to take you through Power Query and then Power Pivot as well. Then you would work on your next project on how to develop interactive dashboard using Excel. Then you would work on your final capstone where you are going to apply your skills to help a pizza company get insight from their data. Then we move on to SQL for data querying and analysis. So as I mentioned, SQL is for working with databases. SQL is designed to be used for databases. So here we are going to look at Introduction to Databases and how you can work with tables, how you can work with data types. Then we look at how you'll be able to set up a database by looking at SQL constraints. We also look at how you can analyze data using SQL. So we're going to look at aggregate functions. We are going to look at subqueries, SQL views, window functions, and how you'll be able to work with SQL joins. So at this point, they might sound too technical, but trust me, they are very, very simple concepts that you can learn. Then we will look at your first project where you are going to apply your skills to help a company analyze their data and get insight from the data. Then you'll have a final capstone where we are going to work in teams. So I'm going to work with other students to develop a portfolio project. Then move on to data analytics and visualization using Power BI. So here we have getting started with Microsoft Data Analytics, preparing data for analysis. So if you take a look at all these courses, you see that we have the introduction. So here we are not assuming that you have any prior knowledge in any of these applications. So we are going to take you from scratch. Look at data modeling, how you'll be able to analyze data using DAX, how to perform time intelligence calculations, how to perform advanced analytics using AI. So I'm going to explore all these capabilities within Power BI. Then you are going to work on 4 projects. You work on HR analytics using Power BI. You're also going to look at hotel booking analysis. You're also going to look at data analytics or financial analytics using Power BI. Then we are going to have the final capstone where you are going to work with a team. So now let's look at the program's details. So as we mentioned, the next cohort will be starting on the 13th of May and it's going to run for 16 weeks. So we have meetings on Saturdays. And then currently the cohort that we are launching is open to just 30 people. At the moment, we have a lot of people who have already signed up. So we are left with some few seats to go. So this is the payment. So if you want to pay upfront, one-time payment, currently we are running a discount. So instead of paying 2,500, you are going to pay 2,100. Now, if you also want flexible payment option, you can start with 50% and then you can spread the rest over 3 months. Now, we also have 100% money back guarantee. So if you start the program within the first 2 weeks, if you realize this is not the program that you signed up for, you can request for a refund. We are going to refund the entire money back to you. Then if you are outside Ghana, the whole program is going for 210. Now, if you compare this to other bootcamps, some of them are charging as high as 7,000 USD. But here, because this program is designed for mostly people in Africa, because that the prices are on the lower side, but it doesn't mean that the quality of the program is also compromised. Trust me, those who have gone through our program have given us a high rating. So that's something that you need to also check out. So this is where most of our students who join our programs are coming from. And these are some of the feedback that we have also gotten on LinkedIn from some of our students. So you can read more about this as well. So just like last week, this Victor guy got a job as a data analyst. So he is based in Nigeria. He got a job as a data analyst. So these skills are really, really relevant. So I would encourage all of us, whether you are working, because if you take a look at our data, even about 90% of people who join our bootcamp are people who are actually in full-time roles. So for them, they have realized the relevance of these skills and they have started learning them. So if you are new, or maybe you are a graduate and you are looking for opportunities, I would encourage you to try these programs out. Now, at the end of this program, these are some of the projects that you'll be working on. How to develop interactive dashboards using Excel, using Power BI. So these are some of the sample dashboards. These are not just image. You are going to be developing these dashboards yourself when you enroll in this program. Now, I'll be the lead trainer or the lead instructor for this program. So I'm a Microsoft MVP. I'm also a Microsoft certified data analyst, and then also a Microsoft certified trainer. Now, professionally, I'm a chartered accountant with qualifications from SEMA and then ICA. So those of us who are in Ghana would know ICA. But for SEMA is in UK. In Nigeria, you have Institute of Chartered Accountants Nigeria. So in Ghana, we also have Institute of Chartered Accountants Ghana. So I'm a member of these two professional organizations. So I'm the one who is going to lead you through, though I'm not going to take all the sections, but I will be the lead trainer. So I'll be meeting you more often once you are in this program. Now let's talk about certification. Now, once you are done with each of the courses, you are going to receive a certificate which can be verified by anyone who wants to verify whether you have completed the program or not. Now, in the soft skills side, you're also going to be receiving professional certificates from Microsoft. That one, you are not going to pay anything. But at the end of the program, if you also want to get certified by Microsoft as a Power BI certified analyst, then we have a final exams. With that exams is being administered by Microsoft. The exams, the cost is not part of the cost that we have. you are going to pay for it separately, but that is not compulsory. This one is optional. So those who want to take it further and they want to get global certification from Microsoft, we also have that opportunity for them. So if you take the current cohort, most of them decided not to do the Microsoft certification. So that is optional. But if you're somebody who have that intention of maybe traveling outside someday, or maybe you want to work with an international organization or that, or any organization, and you still want to get certified, we have the resources that will help you to prepare for the exams. Because with all the courses that you'll be going through with Excel, with Power BI, with SQL, we are using Microsoft recommended syllables. Now, Firstman is part of Microsoft Learn for Educators. So all the content that we used are based on Microsoft certifications. So at any point in time you want to write Excel certification, Power BI certification, or SQL, our training is going to prepare you fully for that. Now, we also hold special sections for those who want to write those exams. So if you're interested, I would encourage you to sign up for this bootcamp. So I'm going to end here and I give you the room to ask any questions. So when you go there, we have a lot of courses. So when you sign up, you have access to all these courses. So you'll be learning together with the live sections. So here we have getting started with Power BI, analyzing data with DAX for Power BI, Microsoft Excel for Business. You'll be having access to all these courses as part of the bootcamp.